Hello there everyone and welcome back to more Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries. It feels like forever and it's basically been only about a week. So I feel like it's time to correct this wrong, where I'm not playing this game nearly as much as I want. For I got to enjoy this hero blackjack for a change. It was a nice treat. Not something I'm comfortable with considering how fragile or how quickly it can get demolished as we face off against higher scale difficulty and bigger mechs, but it was still fun nonetheless, and this awesome served tremendously well for me there, I gotta say. Even with the tier 1 equipment, we didn't really suffer all that much heat issues, I want to say at least. And then otherwise, Warhammer, Centurion, all these other mechs are looking good for me, and we do of course have an opportunity to maybe get a Zeus, but I think I'm gonna pass on that since it kind of serves as a bit of a similar role to the Awesome, whereas the Victor is more close range even though it's got a mixed array of weaponry there. It's about getting in close and doing a lot of hurt on a target. And speaking of which, we need to try and get some justified use out of this thing too. Since my past few matches have not been the most promising, I suppose. But I am ready to continue. We basically did just high value missions and was it a war zone or two in this region, the CN commonality. And I'm kind of tempted to go over this high reward quest, but we have plenty to choose from, making our way over to the Merrick territory and down towards the periphery, which I think I'm going to do next. Although part of me wonders if I should come back up here, because there was a notification that there was rare equipment or rare weaponry I can grab. Even though I don't see the indication anymore, I do wonder if it's still there for me to grab. But we'll continue forward. We're not going to waste a bunch of time just roaming around on a wild goose chase. There's money to be had, there's salvage to be made. Or salvage to grab even. I'm pretty certain I said that line all completely wrong, but you get my meaning. Since I was completely broke at the start of last episode, I believe, when I bought Awesome, and now I want to say I'm in a good, comfortable zone for the time being. Until we find some more stuff to buy, that is. Like these 3 mechs I don't want, and it never hurts to check for maybe a components or equipments, because you never know if there'll be a high tier item here to grab. And then with that said, let's see what this errant signal is. House Liao. One of our communication teams has picked up a weak coded signal coming from a planet that should, in theory, be uninhabited. Our analysts have been unable to decipher the message, but the signal itself is indicative of illegal habitation. The Celestial Wisdom would ask you to investigate this planet on behalf of the Confederation and deal with any interlopers you encounter. You are authorized to use lethal force if necessary. Report back to us when the job is done, and you will be rewarded accordingly for your efforts. And apparently there's a lot of items to be grabbed out of this. It may not be a lot or valuable, but there's a lot to be had here. So I'm curious what this mission entails. And apparently it's right here no less, so we got a standard raid. Alright, I'll bite. And we have a war zone here as well. It's just a question. Apparently we're facing off against House Davion, so it was an unknown signal, yet we know who we're fighting off against, and I'm saddened by that prospect. Since I told you already, I kind of want to avoid hurting my reputation with Davion, since after all, we've seen in the last episode how having those extra negotiation points can be really helpful when I want to try and make money quickly, or even get good salvage really fast. Otherwise, difficulty 60 mission, that is really important to note. This is going to be a pretty tough one. Now, it just begs the question, do I go for salvage? How high salvage do I want to go? Because higher difficulty probably means there's some really good stuff to be had as far as equipment. And maybe this is too much on the damage coverage on the insurance, but I'm tempted. Yeah, Reputation 8, I was curious about that. Reputation 8 up there. Part of me was wondering maybe the difficulty was so high because it was a completely higher reputation level. Apparently not, so I don't know why the difficulty's so high. But I think I'll go with 3 damage coverage, 3 on insurance. Try and get 8 salvage for at least some high tier equipment if I'm so lucky. Maybe a light mech if there's nothing to be had. And at least 1,000,000 C-bills off the mission itself. Seems fairly straightforward, doesn't it? What's the catch? Well, we're bringing in some big mechs, that's for sure. And Freeman, you're gonna have the honors of the Warhammer, I think, again. How are we doing on tonnage? It's mostly the Firestar we're going to be upgrading, and I have about, what, additional 35 tons? And that's part of the reason why I'm scared. I almost wonder if I want to upgrade to a Victor. If I go with a Victor, what would I replace? Well, that takes up all the tonnage there. The power seems nice, but I think the range might be more useful. At least allows me to soften up any targets. And you could take the Centurion, right? Hell, you can go even bigger, but I kind of got rid of the Jaeger mech. So Shadowhawk might do? How do I feel about that? Autocan 10 versus basically an Autocan 5. And we already got some decent long range firepower, including my Awesome, which is basically more of a long range bombardment unit. But we do need some close range punch. So I think we're going with this, and upon realizing that I have the tier 3 medium pulse lasers on this Warhammer, I kind of feel like I should take that instead. I don't know if I trust Freeman with this. But I'm biased towards my Awesome, what can I say? And this should go pretty well. Yeah, is the troops, or was it the pilots, what I want them to be though? Because I can't, since it has been a week, I almost forget what their skill set is. So level 4 on durability. Let's see, heat is not really an issue on either of these two mechs, I want to say. And they can boost up their mobility a bit more, but they're basically the same skill, outside the fact that I want Merit here to be using more missiles and ballistics. Which is, again, these are a little bit of everything, so that's not an issue at all. But I am going to have to find something nice for you to really take advantage of your level 6 ballistic potential. Which makes me wonder if I should take the Victor. Because yeah, with that said, we have 2 long-range mechs here. How much tonnage do I have to drop? 10. And that's, I don't even have a 40 tonner, that's the problem. Alright, we'll stick with this. It's a little more well-rounded. Yeah, you're 5 tons too heavy for a blackjack glass, so... Oh well. It's the thought that counts there. I still like this roster. It's just a matter of figuring out where to get the most out of my pilots. And of course, like I already said, I have not really put a lot of time into theory crafting with this crew to get the most out of them. Never mind try and upgrade like center torso type of weaponry to give them higher tier stuff.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All
Let's get this
systems
started.
nominal.
Although we're looking at a wall, that's not helpful.
Squatters are living on this planet illegally. We've received orders to disable their communications by destroying their radio towers. The settlers may be equipped
Gonna be
and
hard to hit
dangerous,
you.
and we've been authorized to use lethal force if need be. Target is down. At the waypoint.
There, that scorpion died. Hurry.
Copy. Moving to position.
Now, just take our time here. Try and clear anything of note, because we got a nice high ground vantage point. It's just a question, who should I have go first? Well, nicely done Freeman there. Because again, we have the high ground vantage, so I want to try and pop everything I can from this distance before we get in too close. It's a great way to help minimize the damage, especially for something like that. J. Edgar, Gonna have a hard time hitting you because you're an actual mobile hovercraft.
Station Commander.
New target acquired.
And someone needs to cover that point, I think. Very easy to get in trouble. Nice hit there, Freeman. That almost looked like your PPCs was tracking it, though, I won't lie. There's a good hit. We'll start softening them up. Stay up here for the next few minutes is my plan.
Grid received. On the move.
I just have no idea how their missiles are actually performing with that said.
Target
And I was scared that was about to hit us.
Repositioning complete.
Oh, more company. Stand still, you bugger. There we go. Another example, I'm almost forgetting what my hotkeys are, or control groups are. I'm hitting 3 to fire my third PPC. So you know this is a bad sign.
Threat eliminated.
Perfect. These Jet Edgars are going to be annoying, but they are close range, at least that one was. So they're kind of a low priority for the time being.
Target acquired.
I'll go after a dank turret later. In fact, let me get my mechs over there. Freeman, I want you in a good firing arc, because your positioning's not that great, I won't lie. Oh, we got company behind us too. Alright, we got the target in sight. Can we hit it though? Taking unnecessary hits there last. Help me out, guys. I put you over there to kind of destroy targets. Maybe that was a mistake. And I'm hoping they don't keep coming indefinitely. Part of the reason why I'm staying here with the high ground is to try and thin them out before getting overwhelmed, especially with aggressive push. And so far it is possibly looking like that there's a limited amount.
Neutralized.
Although machine gun, partisan, get rid of it. Oh god, heavy weaponry now. They are attacking my fodder arm, so everyone move on up. I think we're okay now. Because all the objectives are almost within firing range. We just need to confirm them. Okay, Kentaro, it's a shame I can't salvage you, because I would love to salvage you.
Position, Commander.
Oh, company.
Holding a designated position. We're on it, Commander.
I'm taking shots. Kentaro thankfully is ignoring me, but more company, which is not a good mix. Get over here, Dragon. And there's a lot of tanks causing problems too, as well as a dang enforcer. Let him hit my rear a bit. Yeah, this is why focusing fire on mechs can be pretty bad, because all these tanks are getting free shots on me.
Damn, too trigger happy. My killer's about to explode.
And this is another example why that's a problem. Now, what else is a threat? Because there's a lot of mechs here. And now I'm running a little bit hot, despite I may have jinxed myself a tiny bit.
Shared target engaged.
And I gotta keep in mind the dang enforcer has the most firepower for his AC-10. Just gotta try and prioritize these threats.
Target destroyed.
Target acquired.
Alright. Oh, and you're an elite. That explains part of the problem too, doesn't it? At least there goes your autocannon.
Critical. New target acquired.
And you, I do not want shooting at my leg. But I may not have a choice until this enforcer's gone. Although I think I just hit the locust with that shot.
Grab one.
Acquired.
Focus target updated.
There, you're an easy target now. Let's see what you can do when you have no buddies to help you, huh?
Target acquired.
How's... Oh my god.
Target
We took a lot of damage there. Centaurian is pummeled. Oh, Centaurian is still getting pummeled because of its positioning even.
acquired.
Now kill this thing quickly.
Tango eliminated.
Relocated, Commander.
Now,
Roger,
Warhammer, make your way out, because that's probably the reason why you were having such an issue. Because of that Shadowhawk.
Target acquired.
Target idea received. Moving in.
Alright, ignore the Kitaro, we can't really do anything.
Coordinating our attack.
A lot of Shadowhawks, like I say, but this one has low weaponry. Or no low armor, so we should be able to kill this quickly. I want to believe. Now just gotta hit it and finish it off. Ideally, I would like these guys to just hold position,
Enemy destroyed.
Moving, Commander.
because it's bringing them closer to the Kintaro after all.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Copy that.
Alright, Centaurian, get back.
Copy, Commander. Moving to new location.
And hopefully we're okay here,
Target acquired.
because there's a Centaurian causing issues as well.
Incoming missile.
Target neutralized.
You are probably a bigger threat than the Centaurian right now.
Target acquired.
Drag is at risk. Oh,
Last target received.
yeah, Kitaro's now getting really close, so we need to start engaging that. Even though it hasn't really done a whole lot. We're just conveniently walking into it.
Incoming missile. Critical.
Now where's... Where am I taking shots from? Okay, that explains it.
Ready as new location,
Engage the
Commander.
Kitaro, keep my legs on the low ground.
Location.
And hopefully they could just deal with the tanks for me in the meantime while I'll deal with this cursed thing.
Critical.
There goes 2 weapons. They're playing very defensively and I'm fine with that.
System offline.
Although I am overheating quite a bit, which is not what I want. Nope, cancel. That was the wrong one.
Copy, Commander. Moving to new location.
Yeah,
Target
you're still in good
neutralized.
shape otherwise.
The communication systems on the illegal settlements are now in the dark. Good job. Our work is
Alright.
done.
So we can leave, and that probably is what I'm gonna do because we're gonna get dropped by something in a moment, aren't we?
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Yep, here comes company in fact.
Target destroyed.
And I just got hit by a dang manticore or something.
Be there shortly, Commander.
Target acquired.
I would like to kill a Centaurian for a little bit extra salvage though. Since they are making it easy for me. Oh yeah, they're forming on my position, so they're just naturally moving forward just due to how AI behaviors is.
New target acquired.
Something shooting PPCs and I don't like it.
Arrived at the requested location, Commander.
There goes the autocannon. I do want to know what the hell is shooting a PPC at me.
Target.
Target is down.
Target acquired.
Because I haven't been seeing a Manticore anywhere at all. Alright.
Incoming missile.
One more hit and you're gone, buddy.
Target destroyed.
Time to go home. Eventually, there was a limit. There was just a ridiculous number of them that I was not really prepared for.
Destroyed.
And otherwise, my awesome is in really good shape. That might change in a moment because of all these shots I'm taking, but we are done. Centurion is still decent shape outside the autocannon loss, which I'm pretty certain was a tier 2. Alright, Freeman's fine with the Warhammer, and I did lose an autocannon 5, sadly. So definitely a costly run from losing components, but otherwise, the mechs are in good shape. It's just maybe an autocannon 10 on the Centurion that really is costly. So, do we get any components to help make me feel better about what we just lost? 1.5 million C-bills is still decent. I say 1.5 million because we're gonna get like almost 500,000 from the insurance coverage. I'm pretty certain with the lost components alone. We're almost Reputation 9, 1.1 mil. Yep. So damage taken was 1.3 mil, so that is unfortunate, but thankfully I did prepare for that inevitability. The insurance covers for that heavily. I would have loved that Kintaro. I really would have, but sadly no. Well, there is some tier 2 components, but still. Autocannon 2s, I got a couple replacements for them, at least for a Centurion. That helps cheapen, or at least makes me feel a little bit better about losing the AC-10. And we lost an AC-5, so let's just get a replacement for that too. Otherwise, what else do I want to grab? I would like some more small lasers. I'm not gonna lie, since I'm probably gonna fit them onto my fire stars at some point for some, demolition missions. Although they're not really valuable, so it is definitely questionable. And then otherwise, let's see. Freeman took the least damage. I took the most, so that means I basically did my job with very minor repair cost on me, but still expensive. Keep in mind, that was a difficulty 60 mission, and we did pretty well. It's just, of course, like I hinted at before, the process of trying to get used to the fact that I am going to lose components and all that. And I shouldn't expect perfect runs, not all the time, as try as I might. Now, for the second part, we have deciphered part of the coded message from the illegal settlement. It is now clear to us that we intercepted the internal and communications of a House Davion strike team gearing up to wreak havoc on one of our industrial worlds. The Chancellor has shifted priority of your operation and is redirecting reinforcements to assist in dealing with these deceitful Davion dogs. Hold them off for as long as you are able. Every Fed rat you destroy will earn you a combat bonus for your continued service to the Confederation. So it sounds like we're doing a war zone next. And apparently the war zone's way over on the other side of the territory. Interesting. Now the big question, do I repair? What do I expect to field for the next mission? Because we have a Victor. The Warhammer, I almost want to say I can get away with just repairing it now, even though it is inflated some. It's going to be the only mech I think I repair, to help cut down on the time. Because that's 27 days there, 27 days up there. I would like to avoid that if I can help it. Just jump into industrial zones after every single mission. And the tonnage, it's really hard to tell what the tonnage is. It was like 270 before. So I have a Victor, I have a Shadowhawk, Enforcer, and then Warhammer. That's a pretty solid team, I want to say. I would like that. So that's the plan, I think. Hell, am I so bold as to not even repair the Warhammer? That's a possibility as well, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, why not do a bit of both? Because how many spare PPCs do I have? I have 4 spare PPCs, so what I'm thinking of doing is just repairing the torso. Reduce the cost tremendously. And I'll repair the legs too, just in case, because they like to shoot the arms first and then work their way in. And there's ammo on my legs, which makes that really scary to try and do that. Actually. Yeah, it's the center torso that would have took most of the time. Okay. I guess I'm sticking with this. I figured maybe it would have been a good idea, but it was a thought, and this thing will be ready to fight for when we get to the next region. Alright, let's begin the travel. 25 days or 27 days. So it burns a lot of time. It goes without saying. Which makes me kind of wonder if I should have stayed there and done an extra mission first of some kind. Especially if there was a demolition there, I could have gotten away with my 3 light mechs. Help save up on time that way. And speaking of which, the war zone there. Yeah, it was just a war zone, so I could have gone to the black market as I was traveling. That was a bit of a mistake. And I could have checked, yeah, as I was jumping I could have checked those. Bit of fault on my part, we could have benefited on the journey. But it's no big loss. I don't even think the black market would have had anything valuable anyway, if I were to be serious. So, war zone, I think I can get away with a little more, or a little less insurance. And I would love to get another mech. I just can't remember what that Kintaro was on the salvage cost, though. That's the only problem there. I'll go 14, we'll go high salvage this time, see if we can get something good, since I am going to go to the industrial zone anyway, once this is done. And I think I already decided what my roster is going to be, or at least what I'm fielding. I'm going to take the Warhammer. Where is that hiding? Oh, it's already selected, that's why. See, Victor. I don't know who's going to be best qualified for the Victor. We have Enforcer, and we have the Shadowhawk. Although, damage layout is a little inaccurate, I won't lie. There, now it's updated. Okay, that's pretty good. 255 tons. Now, who do I want in what? Because Enforcers is basically the same thing as the Victor. The Victor and the Enforcer are basically the same type of loadout, so Merit would get skilled up either way, regardless of what I utilize, but I think I swap mechs. So that way, actually let me just swap the pilots so it's easy to remember. My big mech's group F2. And I also got other pilots too, so that keep that in mind. What is the rest of the crew here? Your ballistics and, let's see, your lower quality pilot. You are Captain Klein. I believe you're a newer one I recently recruited, so I would like to take you if possible. The only thing you got going for you is energy weapons though, so we'll leave you be for maybe the Warhammer in the future. Alright, I like to think we're good. We don't have as much long-range weaponry though, which means I'm going to be carrying the bulk of that. And then everyone else will just obliterate anyone foolish enough to get close to me. Because we got autocannon 10, autocannon 20, and an autocannon 5. Which will probably be helping me at range a little bit. And I did enhance their ammo amount, so that should not be an issue. The only question at this point will be how much can I get away with the bonuses.
They've discovered that a Davion strike team is grouping up nearby in preparation to attack Liao Manufacturing Worlds. Since we're already in the system, we've been tasked with holding off and taking out as many Davion units as we can.
Grid
I,
received.
I kind of find it funny how she said since we were already in the system, we basically took a 30-day detour over here for this mission. If it was a matter of convenience, you'd figure it would be on the same plan, wouldn't it? So I think I want the Victor in close to this ledge to keep protected, and hopefully my Shadowhawk and everyone can hang back a bit. I don't know how well they're going to be about keeping their position, because that is a bit of a downside. I would like them to hold fire, but one of their skills is all about what is it? Keeping moving, so that way it reduces the chance of being hit. So they contradict each other a little bit, especially with the strategy I have in mind. How close do I need to get? I almost kind of want to be inside the base because that protects us from the mechs pretty decently. So I might regret not going in here because I do like this layout. Especially for the Victor, but at the same time, any close range mechs they have I can't punish the best.
Commander, you've got the Ops Force's attention. They are converging on your position. Brace for hostile contact.
We'll see how this goes either way. Can I get a shot on this? I don't even think I can hit it, let alone. Yeah, it's 1,000 meters. I wasn't gonna hit it anyway. Well, I know what I'm doing with you. You're dying. Come on, I thought I was being supported. There, thank you. That thing came up to me fast, didn't it? And this is an example of why. You're just getting shot for free for having only short-range weaponry if you stay out there. Spider, you are a big threat. Spider, not so much, and I did hit the HUD too as a bonus. They're doing damage on that thing. Let me at least get the Firestar's attention. There goes most of your weaponry, buddy. Okay, so he's actually dead. He's also dead. And you did take a little bit of damage. So let's try and protect you a little bit more. And if I can stop moving, that helps with my heat efficiency too. Especially with that hunchback that's over there. Close range mechs, so that justifies why I'm here. Nice shot with the autocannon, I gotta say. That javelin's gonna be a pain to hit. I missed that shot. I didn't even realize it was that close, to be honest. That hit, but probably no damage at that kind of range. And he basically has a 300 meter range almost. Well, I have SRM's 270 meter range. So can we kill him? Well, that answers that question. Now you know why I was a little hesitant to take the wall. And standing still will help with my heat efficiency, which is why I'm committing to this. And you're an autocan 20. 200 meters, or I basically am leaving myself to take a lot of damage. Dang it. Hopefully I can do the damage necessary, because autocan 20 range for a Victor.
Target acquired. Heat critical.
We're on it, Commander.
There goes the autocannon. Took very light damage, but thankfully it wasn't even aiming at the Victor, so I'm thankful for that.
Looks like you've got their attention.
Alright, he's dead.
I'm showing multiple hostiles
I hope the
incoming on your
Victor's in good
position.
shape.
Navigating.
And let's see, Enforcer.
Location.
I don't know where I want to put you.
On the move.
Where the hell did they drop?
Moving to requested location.
Well, forget about them. We got a carrier that needs to die.
Target acquired.
Alarm carrier at that.
Holding at location.
Which sadly survived all these shots.
Target destroyed.
Enforcer with large laser. Kitaro, so a lot of more close range firepower. So focusing these guys is important. Nice clean damage so far on the Enforcer. Sadly, I missed that one shot.
Share target. Here we go.
Kill that Enforcer quickly, please. Although, don't hit the hill. That's the hit and rule.
Heat critical. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Now, Kitaro scares me.
We've got your target, Commander.
Because it's a rapid firing damage dealer. With all that SRM.
Additional hostiles have been dispatched.
That worked out well.
Heading your
Victor's
way.
still in good shape.
Heading to location.
And the mech's conveniently just sliding on down the slope.
Moving, Commander.
Oh, what just hit me? Oh,
Target acquired.
that is a terrible position.
Focusing on fire on target.
Incoming missile.
That was not what I was expecting.
Heat critical. Target
Tango eliminated.
acquired.
Oh, and you're terrifying to deal with at this kind of range, too.
System offline.
Autocan 20 at this range. With no damage dealt to it.
Heat critical.
Thankfully, that's alleviated.
Commander, too bad that mech is going to explode.
Victor is at risk of losing his autocan arm.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Let me try and deal with these threats.
Heat critical.
Nope, not gonna hit that the best.
System offline.
Hopefully my mechs are doing damage. I wasn't notified of a component loss yet.
System offline.
I wanted him to die. That's why I commit to overheating there. I thought it was a worthy risk.
Critical. Target acquired.
And he's still alive. That's what's even more damning.
Destroyed.
There's 2 targets left. We're basically done.
Target acquired.
Good work.
Now, do I want to stay? What kind of damage did we take out of that?
Pick you up, but it seems like there are more units coming
I'm
in
still in
hot.
good shape. The Victor in theory is still alright. It's just the arm took a lot of damage. Where's the dropship? I'm hearing a lot of weaponry.
New target acquired.
Okay, so it's back there.
Target destroyed.
On my way.
Target destroyed.
I'm worried about losing the autocan. At 20, I won't lie, so hopefully I can get away with you just hanging back.
Heading to location.
Shadowhawk's just damaged all around, so I'm okay with you there.
Have requested location.
And let's see, Phoenix Hawk and Centurion. Yeah, this should be manageable.
Destination reached.
Although, thought I told you to go back.
Heading to location.
Dang, Victor. I want to preserve your arm, and you aren't needed for right now. I don't know why I'm not target. There we go.
Target acquired.
Can we destroy autocan? Phoenix Hawk should be easy once it's in
Incoming
range.
missile.
And at the very least, what I'm hoping to gain out of this is they'll be too busy fighting us and the Victor can come back in.
Focus target has been updated.
If it does come back in time before these mechs are destroyed. Autocan destroyed.
Target acquired. Incoming missile. Heat critical. Target
Enemy mech destroyed.
There, that sounds good. Victor is back already. I worry that he didn't actually follow my orders with how quickly he got here, but he is a pretty fast assault mech.
critical.
And this is a pretty fast medium mech too, so I'm not actually going to be able to chase it for machine guns.
System offline. Target acquired.
Alright, has one weapon left, so no, it's not a threat.
Critical. New target.
Reconnaissance flights show increased enemy presence in the vicinity. Be on the lookout for further
Alright, I
hostiles.
think I'm fine leaving. I feel like it, but we'll see what these mechs are. I have no idea what you are, sadly.
On the move.
And hopefully my Victor could just stay here for the time being. Crab, Locust,
New target
and a
acquired.
tank.
Enemy destroyed.
Thank you.
Target destroyed.
I think we could deal with a crab. It is 2 large lasers, though. What else? Is it really just these 2?
Target acquired.
I missed the Locust. That would have been really nice if I hit. But I'm getting out. I'm losing focus. This crab is the threat with 2 large lasers. I'll let them freely shoot at the Locust, though.
Copy, Commander. Lens target confirmed.
I hit in the HUD, but I wish I could do that again.
Heat critical.
One more hit.
Tango destroyed.
Perfect.
Acquired.
Group target acknowledged.
Did I actually just hit him in the rear there? That was pretty nice.
System offline.
And I definitely need more double heat sinks, I think. This thing definitely runs hot with the medium pulse lasers.
Critical.
Additional contacts just crossed the perimeter, Commander. Expect company soon.
Navigating.
Vehicle moving out.
Alright.
Moving, Commander.
What is our next targets?
Holding at nav point.
And speaking of which, what the hell is shooting at us? Oh, you.
New target acquired.
On station, Commander.
If you were smart, you probably would stay at that range. You'd live a lot longer. Oh, it's a Griffin. Alright, time to go. We already got like 250,000.
Stand by for pickup, Commander.
I just don't want to lose components. And that is likely to happen with the amount of long-range weaponry they have. If they're short range, I can feel comfortable just pummeling them before they do too much damage to us. But longer range, I am going to take some hits. Especially since it overheats me that much more faster trying to move and dodge. But a nice solid success. Much more affordable than it was before. And we're almost rank 9, especially with this completion of our high value mission. And I'm 1 point away from the dang Kintaro, which I would have loved. We do get a fire starter and we get something else of value. Tier 3 large laser. And a couple of tier 2 autocannons. It is burst fire. I'm probably not going to use them, but they might be useful on the Dragon or something, or even the Shadowhawk. Otherwise, and a tier 0 large laser, might as well grab that for salvage, I guess. Grab it to sell, is what I mean to say. And assurance basically covered what damage we took, so that's about as flawless as I could ask. And let's see, Freeman's maxed out on the damage absorption. And he's doing really well on his other skills, so he's getting really close to maxing out, I feel like. We're just gonna keep throwing him in on those missions. And even a nice even spread all around. It's just the awkwardness, of course, this autocan arm taking the most damage that I don't like. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. The invaders have been dealt with, and thanks to your timely assistance, their planned raid will never take place. Our salvage teams have discovered that a number of their mechs have been outfitted with what appears to be lost tech equipment bearing the mark of NAIS prototypes. It appears that the NAIS has been attempting to rediscover how to manufacture ancient Star League lost technology, with this raid being orchestrated as an effort to field test their equipment. For your commendable services to the Capellan state, you are free to take a few of these prototypes as your combat pay bonus, but we must deliver all remaining samples back to Siam for study. Your contributions to the safety and security of the Capellan Confederation has been noted. And oh my god, this is what I want for the Awesome. And maybe for the Warhammer. This has been a pretty good run. We get at least an LBX-10, which is basically a shotgun version of an autocannon. And we have a good old Gauss rifle. And why I'm really excited about this, it is sadly a tier 0, let's keep that in mind, so I should not be as excited as I am. But the Victor, as a perfect example, I can replace that autocan 20 with this, and then suddenly the Victor's a long-range sniper. There's a lot to be excited about. I'm going to have to look into the damage potential and all that, though. So that's a nice treat. It's just a question of what I want to do with the LBX, of course, because I did say it was a shotgun type weapon, so it's encouraged to get in close. But it also has better range in general and faster reload, I think. So there could be use for it. And I did get an extra mech, did I? What was it? The Firestar, so let's sell you. And not accidentally sell our other Firestars with that said. So easy 1.3 mil there. That always makes it worth it to try and get salvage. Rare weapons on the market, I'll happily go up there. And I'm in need of repairs anyway. And then maybe I'll go to this next high value mission with that said. There are 27 days. Everyone deserves some R&R, I suppose. That was good 2 series of missions. We got decent pay out of it. And we just paid $500,000 for the bills too. Which is why I want to try and get more missions done with between having to repair. Ideally. But we got some good pay, and ooh. Another LBX-10 for sale here. What kind of LBX are you? Wow. Tier 3, but look at the price on that. Ugh. You're almost as expensive as a regular mech. And the Artemis here, which is enhanced lock-on for the LRMs, is damn expensive too. So I'm tempted. It was nice to see them, but I don't think I could afford just burning that much money on a single mission. Now, how about you guys? I think the rule is to try and have them be 5 skills on all 3 of these piloting skills, with possible exceptions for the overheating, if I feel like I can put them in a mech that's not energy weapon related, or at least high heat based, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. And it looks like we're going to skip on them for the time being. And what was the other mechs? Catapult. Tempting. I love me a catapult. But we're already getting like assault mechs and all that, so it's not a big deal. And it's only the A1, which only has 2 missiles on his arm. And I don't expect AI to use them the best. We got Autocan 10 tier 3 there. I like to grab that. Start stocking up on that a bit. Oh yeah, this is in my inventory. Keep that in mind, stupid me. There, this looks a little more reasonable, but tier 2 streaks. I don't think I have an LR-15 mech for one. I want to grab some extra PPCs because that now gives me 3 tier 2 PPCs to maybe put on the awesome. And I could grab an extra one here. And since I'm not planning on buying any mechs, can I... what else can I buy that'd be useful? That'd be nice. I might buy some more LBX ammo in case I do use it. And start buying some Artemis. They are expensive, but I might as well because I will eventually want some Artemis. I just don't want to burn the Artemis or risk them getting destroyed now. So, 100,000 on you. Victor, 9 days on you. 7 days, all pretty straightforward, but now we're getting to the more expensive repairs. With the dragon, losing an arm. Get you your autocan back. Maybe we'll even give you an upgrade for a job well done. Since this autocan was basically salvage, if I recall. How much of a boost is it? Well, keep in mind that it also has rapid firing, which may not be convenient. I'm really reluctant to kind of throw a burst fire on here. But it'll get some more performance out of it, I suppose. And if we lose it, then we lose it. The awesome should be alright. Yeah, we did lose a single heatsink, but you know, this is a good opportunity to try and upgrade it with some double heatsinks. And we got 5 of them to spare. So let's do that, shall we? I think I'll start by only throwing in 3, or 4 rather. And enjoy the benefits it gives us there. 40 days, so keep that in mind. This thing's out of commission for a while because of that. Because of the upgrades. And I kind of want to cancel the repairs on the Warhammer so I can throw more double heat sinks. I might strip out the pulse lasers to get some more doubles on there. Unless I want to get rid of the machine guns, that probably sounds better in all honesty. Yeah, that was a tier 2 autocan 10. But I got 2 more where that came from. So we'll cancel Menace's repair so we can do that. Strip out the machine guns. It's less ammo to worry about, so that's the big plus there. And that allows us a couple more. Well, I could have just got rid of the single heatsink, I suppose, too. But I'm excited. Well, I could only throw on a single extra double heatsink, so maybe I shouldn't have been that excited. It's still an improvement. That is going to help the mech a bit. I want to believe. And with it's pretty straightforward weaponry, but the medium pulse lasers are damn good if I use them properly. It's just a question on how much heat would I be generating with the medium lasers and the pulse lasers. Because keep in mind, was it 6.6 damage versus a 10 on these PPCs. Although, they don't fire drastically faster. 16 shots a minute versus 12. So, what these do is allow me to forfeit firing both PPCs at least, and still gain the same kind of damage output as how I see it. 2.7 heat versus 8, so yeah, that makes it a lot more manageable. And of course more damage as a bonus with the 2 medium pulse lasers, comboed with a single PPC. And let's not forget about our SRM-6 at that too. Alright. That was pretty good. Now how do we proceed? I want to go to this high value area. I think that's what we're going to do. And more rare mechs, but I'll worry about that for later, I suppose. Let's make some more money. And I want to go into Merrick territory anyway. So this is as good a time as any. I can't remember how much my reputation got increased from doing the high value mission though. but I feel like we're getting really close to leveling up. No pilot left behind. Pavel Shenzhen. I think I remember. I think I did this mission in a co-op. So I'm pretty certain I know what is involved here. Mechwarrior. My name is Pavel Shenzhen. Shenzhen. And I send this message in hopes you will bend an ear to my plight. The Shenzhens are a noble family, known not only for devotion of the compelling Confederation, but also our proud service on the battlefield. My days piloting a battle mech are long behind me, but my son, Dmitri, has carried on our fine legacy. Unfortunately, he was downed in battle a month ago and captured by a band of pirates. They're holding him and several others in captivity and are demanding a ransom. Although it is against our nature to bow to such a request, I am willing to hire the services of a mercenary command to help retrieve him and any other good compelled citizens they have imprisoned. I'm unsure of his exact location, but I've tracked the initial message to a suspected pirate holdout in the Lopez system. The inhabitants have established this base among the wilds of the local branch population, as they believe these dangerous living dragons will give them extra protection. Please help an old warrior save his son's life. At least, finally, a mission we can feel a noble cause to. It's another difficulty 60, so let's not get too excited just yet. And it's also a raid. We know how difficult that was. So I want to max out salvage. Well, not salvage, but the damage coverage. And let's see. I think this is about as good as we could do, unless I want more salvage, which I am tempted more salvage. Getting a mech's always good, right? It's a good way to make money, and even if I don't want to get a mech, there's possibilities to get some high tier components, hopefully. Now, what are we waiting for on repairs? And I'm hoping, yeah, 2 days. Oh, I didn't repair it fully, dang it. That was just to put the double heat sinks on, stupid me. Oh well, that's okay. It will cost 55% more, so I feel bitter about not doing the repairs properly, because apparently our dragon's also suffering this. Oh no, you're not even done yet, I think. Oh, I never even repaired the dragon, dang it. I thought I did. Because apparently it has an autocannon arm, but no arm. I'm not going to repair the dragon just yet. Warhammer I might. Warhammer I will, probably, because I am going to need the extra firepower, but that's a shame. I did that to myself, because the repair the repair mech button would not replace my weaponry, I think. Is why I did it as I did. Either way. We still got a good array of mechs to utilize. And it's what, 2 days for my awesome? So it should be almost done. No, it's 20 days as well, so it's the Centaurian is almost done. Never mind. Oh yeah, it was because of all the... Yeah, because of the double heat sinks I put on there and replaced. That's where part of that duration is coming from. I'm gonna have to think about this some. That foils my plans a tiny bit. Because even with the awesome, I have still tonnage to spare. Maybe I take the Centaurian for this. Because I don't feel comfortable taking the Victor being so short range, whereas at least the Centaurian can fire at a distance. I'm more comfortable about that. Yep, 2 days. We will wait the 2 days there. Centaurian is ready. We will burn maybe 10 or so days. I forget what the duration of this mission was. And then just traveling to the next objective might repair my awesome and Warhammer for me.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand
Reactor online.
Let's get this going.
Sensors online.
I've learned that there is a
Weapons
limit to how many we
online.
have to fight, at least, so
All systems nominal.
just gotta be smart with how I
The
engage.
suspected complex where Shenzheng's son and several other POWs are being held. We'll cripple them by destroying key strategic targets. Once they're down, we'll be able to provide a scan to determine if Shenzheng is here, and if he is, extract him.
Now the question is, how do we best clear out any enemies?
Target acquired.
Because there's an elite harasser right there. I don't think I'm gonna hit it, maybe. Because yeah, I lost contact immediately.
Target destroyed.
Well, it's dead, so
Eliminated.
that's a plus.
On my way.
SRM carrier, we don't like you. I don't know what to keep an eye out for, because this is a tight layout.
Acquired.
Shared target identified.
Although autocan is hitting, we have autocan 20s to murder this thing.
Good kill, Commander. That mech is about to go critical.
Perfect.
New target acquired.
Although we got more company, I do worry about fighting this close.
Target destroyed.
Just a wee little bit. Especially with me missing that shot that I just did. I'm trusting those guys could take those targets out for me. Since I'm not prioritizing anything for them yet.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Yep, Victor took a little bit of damage already on the legs and all that. Gotta keep tabs, just in case on that. Because I think I even have autocan 20 ammo on that thing, on the leg. Alright, I had to grab something quickly there. Let's continue on with this mission, and again, gotta remember the Victor's leg took a bit of notable damage. And unless I have clear vision, this is probably not the best position for me because of how easily they could just appear out around the corner.
On station.
New target acquired.
Okay, so you're stuck in the little pillbox. I can't hit you. It was a good vantage point. There's just nothing to shoot at.
I've requested location.
And I don't know what else to do besides just try and start poking down, I guess. Okay, there's a scare. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Demolisher. 2 autocan 20s on that thing. Take a wild guess why that's terrifying for what I was just saying this entire time.
Target destroyed.
If there's one of them, there's more of them.
Target destroyed.
Enemy destroyed.
At least we dealt with it pretty quickly, so there's that.
Target acquired.
But again, my Victor could be engaged with one of them without my knowing. And these silhouettes only tell me that they're a tank or mobile armor, and not really a demolisher. But encountering that and dealing with it is a big deal.
Target
Now I don't want to pop out. I want to stay where I'm at. I'm scared. They got demolishers. These are really well armed pirates. Why can't we just shoot at hunchbacks at range like this? Although you guys are running off. I don't like that one bit.
incoming missile.
Copy. Moving to position.
Yes, I took missile hits. I'm fine with that.
I've arrived at the requested location, Commander.
And you got a bunch of lasers, so you can hit me pretty soon.
Around the location. Group target acknowledged.
Can we kill this thing fast? Because the lasers are gone at least, but now, if we don't kill it quickly, the vehicles could do a lot. Nice. Scorpions.
Heat critical. Incoming missile.
I am starting to get a little bit hot, so let's be cautious.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Any demolishers? Well, no demolishers, but you know, SRM carrier is almost as bad.
Fly.
Got another one.
What's left? How's damage looking? Helps if I could see everyone's hit points.
Target acquired.
Let's attack
Oh,
confirmed.
for some reason I forgot about you, thinking you were the other hunchback.
Heat critical.
Vehicles moving out.
Navigating to location.
Shadowhawk, get back. Freeman, get back.
Neutralized.
You don't have to turn around though, just back up. Which is another thing that, if there's a convenient way to kind of tell him to just reverse back, would be pretty good. Because I think right now he's just, well, he would have been getting shot at the rear. Aw. This must be a pretty hot map, because I figure the Centaurian would be... I don't recall having a lot of issues with heat, especially with higher tier lasers and components. Oh, what mech is this? Oh god, really? First demolishers, now they got like 50 hunchbacks. This was looking promising until they decide to bring a bunch of weaponry. Please tell me you did not take a lot of damage to that. Victor's okay. I don't know about anyone else though. And hopefully you could take out the tanks for me while I deal for a hunchback at range. Since he's making himself easy to hit. Although I'm having a hard time hitting with autocans at this range because of his jukey maneuvers. Status update. Enforcer took a rear shot, but that's not terrible on its own, and Shadowhawk also took rear damage.
Boom. Target mech destroyed.
Alright, I think that's almost everything.
Target down.
Well, that's going to change in a moment, keep in mind, because we just destroyed objectives.
Heading to location.
Quick draw.
We're on your target, Commander.
Close range, laser mech, but not a serious brawler like a Kitaro. Spider's going to be annoying, but if we kill this quickly, we're okay. Oh, company.
Target destroyed.
I'll deal with the Igors. Well, if the Igors will die.
Target
Enemy mech neutralized.
You aren't armored, Oh god, where is everyone? Where'd my lance go? They're hiding around the corner.
target acquired. Heat critical.
Gotta keep in mind my heat, so gotta stand still for a moment.
Destroyed.
You're almost dead. I'm still wondering where my lance mates are.
Acquired.
We somehow got separated without my knowing. Freeman, get down here. You need support. Freeman's in a lot of trouble because of this separation issue that we're having.
Target destroyed.
Holding a designated position.
Target acquired.
Target neutralized.
Target destroyed.
Spider, you still got a little bit of beating left in you.
Heat critical.
I don't know what we should focus on, because I don't know what the rest of this... Oh god, I don't know what the rest of this status is right now.
Target destroyed.
Alright, everything's clear up there.
Moving on then.
Spider's all that's left, although I'm doing a bad job hitting with autocannons. Ammo is also low. And I'll step on you.
Target destroyed.
Tango eliminated.
We should be getting close to the rest of them now. And I got 16 shots on my autocannon. Keep that in mind.
Target destroyed.
Do not waste them carelessly.
Target
Target destroyed.
destroyed.
Next objective right here.
Acquired.
There might be one more drop of mechs when we complete the objective, possibly, and we hopefully are done. And so far, I'm in decent shape. Oh god.
Acquired.
Shared target engaged.
I had to hit the arm, sadly, but I got his attention. That's always a win, right? Nice shooting there. The autocan 20 wrecked him quickly.
Destroyed.
That I wasn't so happy about. There was a carrier shooting us that entire time.
Target is down.
Acquired.
I don't know why I'm stuck, but I did lose my shield arm. Minor damage, or at least cosmetic, mostly.
New target acquired. Ammo depleted.
Oh, there goes my missiles. We're almost done. I want to believe.
Following your lead, Commander.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
I just want to make sure everyone else is not getting shot at. Because so far Freeman got in a bad spot because he was by himself due to that unfortunate circumstance.
New target
I'm
acquired.
suffering friendly fire, more friendly fire, and more friendly fire. Is what it almost looks like there.
Target destroyed.
Now we have one location left. We're almost done.
Target destroyed.
Now, is there anything else? I thought I heard a dropship, but I don't see one. So hopefully that gives me permission to just keep going and finish this up.
Enemy destroyed.
That almost sounds like a partisan somewhere. Oh, Igor's.
Target acquired.
Bit of internal damage on the Shadowhawk. So we're almost done though. It's just a question of where the object or the evac's at.
Target
Target neutralized. Alright, the base is vulnerable, but damn it, it looks like everything's been abandoned a while ago. No sign of Shenzheng or any POWs.
Oh, there was a turret shot at me. Where are you? Or you're already gone. Where are you, turret? I saw your highlight briefly. It looks like it's a dud, though. And everything is all cleared out. Oh, there is still more, though, so let's not get too excited.
destroyed.
But how's that for a shot, huh? That helps make my day some. But what are you guys doing? Are you stuck?
Acquired.
With you.
I'm a little bit worried you're taking damage. You're probably just bugged out, but I'm a little bit worried something might be happening.
New
Otherwise,
target acquired.
aside from my arm, everything's basically intact. Ah, I take that back. The autocannon 5 took rear damage because of that partisan, probably. If only they had not got separated like that. I think that could have been avoided. But pretty good otherwise, despite the awkward circumstances that... And never mind the fact there was like 3 hunchbacks and a demolisher for crying out loud. That is like the scariest thing in that type of close, was it? Hill ridge, basically. Where they could just creep around and suddenly appear at point blank range. I was not excited about that prospect, but we did perfectly fine. And now we're Reputation 9. Now I get a spider. My mech's always nice. Their tier 2 or tier 3 autocannon 2. Is there anything I can use that for? Oh, let's medium lasers. I would like some more of them. They're not exactly valuable though, but I would like some replacements since I have a few of them. I only have 3 left. And I'll take, which one's more, the autocan 10, I suppose. And insurance covered for most of that nicely enough. Most of that was from the autocan being destroyed, though. Alright, still a good mission. 6 days only elapsed, so... And now, we have access to the next story mission, but we'll worry about that in a moment. It seems that pirates are craftier than we thought. The pilot and the other prisoners were either moved before we struck, or they were never at the base to begin with. The attack, however, was not fruitless. As we followed the pirates' tracks to what is likely the captive's true location. Let's see, to keep from spooking the pirates before we're ready to strike, I'll need you to do some tricky maneuvering. If your mechs can draw the pirates away from the main operating base, your dropship should be able to head down planetside and extract the prisoners while they're occupied. So that almost sounds like another war zone, I want to argue. Yep. How much time? 20 days? What? I'll easily have my Warhammer and the Awesome for this. Now it's just a question of who joins them. Because what? It was 270 tons. So I don't know if I'll get to have the Victor in on this. Never mind, it's 24 days. If only the dragon was available, this would not be as much of an issue. Or I could just jump out. Because apparently there's no industrial zones nearby unless I want to backtrack. It's not a terrible idea, but I am going to chance repairing something. And it's what? How many days is it? 20 days. I did it to myself with the dang dragon. So I might as well get combat ready. And then we'll see about what else we fit for this mission, because we're probably going to be taking a light mech. Oh, speak to Rihanna. Okay, so we're forced to do that first, I guess. I was kind of hoping to wait until after doing the high value mission, but you leave me little choice, do you now, Rihanna? You're being bossy.
Hi, Commander. I've just received a distress call from a civilian settlement that's under attack by suspected Inferno forces. They've offered an open contract to anyone willing to intervene on their behalf. This certainly fits Inferno's MO. We know they've been driving people from their land. What we didn't know was why. Now we do. After speaking with Spears and combining our research, we made a significant discovery. Inferno activity and refugee displacement patterns correspond almost exactly with the recent discovery of several long-lost Star League Defense Force bases and supply depots. We believe that Black Inferno have been driving off the civilian populations nearby, then laying claim to these sites, excavating them, and pillaging whatever tech they find.
Lost tech?
Excellent question. These particular sites have been lost to humanity for centuries. The sites are usually in remote locations, well hidden and, more often than not, completely overgrown or buried. Sometimes both.
I wish we knew who was protecting Inferno. Maybe then we'd have more answers.
It wouldn't hurt, I'll give you that. Right now, I suggest we take these assholes down a peg by accepting the contract and kicking their ass.
Hell yeah.
I thought you'd feel that way. I'll prepare the mission briefing, while you work on getting us to the Coal Harbor system.
Roger that.
Sounds good to me. We'll leave that be for another time, but where do you exactly do... Oh, I have to accept it first, that might be why. Couple tier 3 medium lasers, that sounds fun. And we'll look at that later. But where does the mission take us? Oh, not far at all. So this is the direction we want to go, but... let's at least finish this mission up first. And get our reward. Which hopefully will be some nice salvage, some equipment, and whatever the high value mission may give us. And then we'll probably leave it at that for the time being, so I can make preparations for that upcoming mission, and 4 days for the dragon to be available. War zones, difficulty 60 again. It is a war zone, so I shouldn't have to get too ridiculous on the damage coverage, I want to believe. And it's a good opportunity for salvage some more. Get a mech, fill up my coffers a little bit. And what kind of tonnage do we have here? I imagine it's the same as before. Yeah, 270. I could have repaired the Victor with that said. Maybe that was a bit of a mistake, because how long would it have taken to repair you? 24 days as well. Maybe I could have afforded that sum. But let's see what our tonnage even looks like with the Warhammer and all that. And Dragon, where are you? There you are. That gives me 10 tons there, so I would have had to downgrade quite a bit. What would be the best light mech? Because do I trust you with the Blackjack? It is a close range mech. It has a lot of close range firepower, and the fire star is no different. 304, 240. Yeah, I guess that's pretty good. At least the best I can maybe ask for. And we got some decent long range firepower. And now let's give our awesome a chance to enjoy these new tier 2 or double heat sinks, because we got a good number of them on this thing. And I think, yeah, I managed to throw on a couple more heat sinks to the Warhammer too. No machine guns, but it should have more staying power at least now. And the Blackjack, unfortunately, is going to be pretty restricted until they get in close. So just like with the Victor, ideally I want you to stay behind cover. Good luck trying to keep this thing in cover though, with that said. Alright, 96%, we're almost there. Little bit more. And I'm realizing Freeman's getting relatively close to max out too, but his heat efficiency was a little bit lacking, which is kind of funny since I've been using him for the Warhammer several times already. You figured that would have helped some.
Alright, we believe we've got the actual location of Shenzheng's Sun. They're at a heavily guarded prison complex, but fortunately for us, pirates are rather single-minded. If we stage a diversion, we should be able to draw away enough troops for our support teams to extract the prisoners.
I like the sounds of that. Elite Panther. I want to try and help them to minimize the damage.
New target.
I don't want to get in there just yet though. And using the night vision is a terrible idea for this layout.
Target acquired.
Panther will shoot at us at this range, so trying to kill it. I'll let them fire freely because they're busy shooting at someone else right now. The longer we keep them alive, the better. I just didn't think it would go that far forward, jeez.
Sadly, my kill is about to go critical.
Don't worry, you're forgiven. Although they're kind of engaging us now. Destroy that thing quickly with it, since it does have the short range firepower. And we haven't even got to start with the mission just yet. That's the problem I'm having here. Damn, I'm having a hard time hitting you.
Rico, moving out.
Now, Freeman, I think I want you out in the open to help with the PPC onslaught. Blackjack can hang back here. Yeah, actually, I might regret this some. We need a fallback point, which is those slopes over there, actually. So, being down there might do me better.
Moving, Commander.
Actually, if I put the Blackjack over here, maybe it'll
Moving to
be
new
perfectly
location.
safe from long-range fire. Here comes the tricky part.
At the waypoint?
I don't think I want to go over there because they might drop. They're more likely to drop on me if I go all the way around behind that ledge.
New location location, Commander.
Never mind the fact it's not very good cover, essentially, for me.
Enemy forces moving in, Commander. Get ready for them.
I'm getting shot at.
Target acquired.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. They got partisans and helicopters all coming from our angle.
New target acquired.
Alright, helicopters, time for you to get shot.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Alright, Cicada, you're not a big threat. But if I can hit you, that helps. Really good hits on the spider. Can we keep that going? Yep, that was a miss. Good, good. Oh, I didn't really see you had your lasers on the arm there, so that's unfortunate for you, isn't it? Now stop shooting me, please. It's rude.
More enemies inbound. They really are gunning for you, Commander. Watch out.
Oh, company, that's fun. So maybe I was wrong about this layout, but... hit the rear pretty good, but that doesn't help us. Well, actually, it could do good if we can keep hitting said torso. Although, no damage on the side torso there yet. It's all on the arm. Thank God the autocannon's dealt with.
Acquired.
Jeez, that was fast. The value of hitting the rear.
Target order received.
Attack the Cicada for me, please, Blackjack.
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
And deal for a little helicopter friend if I can hit him.
Target destroyed.
Damage I want to believe, well, I want to say is good, then my Blackjack start hitting friendlies.
Down. Easy as ever.
Oh god, really?
Grid received. On the move.
Your center torso's already torn up.
Additional contacts just cross the perimeter.
How did you
Commander.
let that happen?
Company soon.
Target acquired.
Alright, Hunchback is a big threat.
I've arrived at the requested location.
Where are you,
Commander.
buddy? You can stay over there for all I care, just take your time staying there while I deal with your lance mate.
Hostile neutralized.
Moving to requested grid, Commander.
Just back up there already. Keep yourself safe.
New target
Hunchback's not
acquired.
doing anything scary, so feel free to just murder it. Oh yeah, and I'm stepping on mech, so that destroys the salvage last I checked.
Incoming missile.
Holding an nav point.
Nope, Hunchback's coming in, so gotta start dealing with him. It is an autocan 10, so he'll be in range momentarily.
Copy on shared target.
Kill him, he's about in range, so I'm a little bit worried. A little bit more.
Incoming missile.
I did not hit the torso, there we go.
New target acquired.
Scrub one.
Just don't lose the Blackjack. Because I'm a little bit worried about that thing now, and losing the pulse laser because of it.
Hostiles inbound. Brace for contact, Commander.
This sounds like they're right on top of me.
Destroyed.
Please get the cover, I told you to get the cover.
Repositioning complete.
Focus target received,
It
Commander.
is the last group though, so kill the Warhammer. If possible, get some salvage off it. Unlikely though, since I don't have enough salvage rights to even get the mech. But I have your attention at least. That is good. Let me introduce you to a bigger mech than you. And as such, you are not going to last very long.
Target acquired.
Focus target has been updated.
So we are going to be done after this wave, so I think just to preserve my blackjack, I'm going to leave this objective. Or at least complete it. As much as I would love to get the bonus cash. Speaking of which, how is my blackjack doing? That answers your question. It definitely answers mine.
Killing maneuvers.
Sign. You had to let your center torso get ruined. Somehow.
Target destroyed.
And you had plenty of weaponry and all that too.
Acquired.
So you should have been a nice threat to them. Maybe they were. Maybe my blackjack was a genuine threat.
We got them. We've extracted Shenzheng's son and
I'm just surprised that the dang mechs were so precise on the blackjack of all things. Just look, well, my center torso is now exposed, so maybe I shouldn't get too excited. I'm still annoyed by that.
Successful. Time to get paid.
Hopefully they can make me feel a little bit better by getting some decent salvage here. Outside the large pulse laser though, the repair shouldn't be too bad on that blackjack, since it was only the center torso that was breached, I think. I think that probably means that it has very minor repair bills. It's just not behavior I was expecting from the AI to go straight for the killing blow, and sadly no mechs. But I do get a crap ton of tier 3 weaponry. So I'm okay with that. Tier 3 flamers, don't want them. Just try and get some money off these PPCs or autocans, I suppose. I can get some good money out of this, because yeah, with the loss of a mech, you figure the damage cost would be a lot more. And keep in mind, most of that was probably from the large pulse laser too. Injured for 77 days, that's fine. I'll forgive you there. I just don't know how they got such a clean kill on you. Although they have been hitting my rear. Yeah, almost everything is like center torso armors where it's been breached. That is surprising. Now, this is what I'm excited about. Thank you for what you've done for me. I know you simply accepted the contract, but I owe you a life debt for saving my son from a terrible fate. In order to pay off his life debt, he would like to humbly offer his service as a pilot. Welcome to the crew there. Let's see. Please tell me you got good skills. This will really sour the mood really quickly. 42 max skills, you're definitely worth it. You're basically as good as Freeman. So I will happily accept you. What's your monthly fee though? 10,000, so it's manageable. And I have a salary for myself. There's something funny about that. I don't know why. Either way, we have a lot of hefty repair bills. We have a spider to sell, so let's sell that, I suppose. Get some extra value out of this. And ultimately, it's still a pretty good series of runs. It's just unfortunate about that blackjack, though. I feel really bitter, but now I have to make preparations for this campaign mission. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We're making money, we're getting higher tier stuff, and now we've unlocked the next part of the story mission. I will see you next time.